Yeah, I know he cheated, but I'm gonna get him in the basketball league though. I don't care.
They said Gray paved the way, changed the rain, released the pain. Least you sane, getting paid, trend setting, brighter days, doper rap, tighter sets, high in Delhi, I'm a fighter jet, Jeremy.
2025, what's really good? My brother had to hit the music because I was ready to jump in. We've been gone since right before Christmas. This is what we do.
Sir.
We take our time off. We come in at the new year. Happy New Year. God bless everybody. Three Kings, all that good stuff.
Happy Three Kings Day. Yes, sir. Yes.
If you don't know what Three Kings Day is, please Google it because it's a dope read. You'll educate yourself real quick. Listen, I had a good New Year's, knocked out early. As soon as 12 o'clock hit, I hit the bed. Muffins Martinez literally was like 12 o'clock hit. I hit the bed. This is what happens when you over 45. Well, I'm 45, but you know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
Yeah, you get to a certain age, you like, fuck this ball, right? So, listen, everybody's happy, everybody's healthy, everybody's doing better. So this is a good thing. We got mad wrestling news according to Muffins Martinez. Like I told you before, like, subscribe, share, all that good shit. If you don't know the new way we do things, he has a serious plethora of shit he wants to talk that I do not know. So I go in blind, even though, yes, I'm technically blind with these big-ass glasses, but it is what it is. My brother talked to me. First off, how are you?
Yo, man, Happy New Year's to all our old listeners and any new listeners. Welcome to the Urban Wrestling Network. Please don't forget to subscribe and follow. We're everywhere. We're also included in all the streaming services, including iHeartRadio and Spotify, everything else. But Happy New Year's, Happy Three Kings Day, which is my shit. I love Three Kings Day, man. This is my favorite day, holiday of the whole year. It's the only one that I like too. So yes, I enjoyed this one, but I'm good. Hope you're good. Yo, man, wrestling is good. We're doing good. Well, and we're gonna start off just like this, man. We're gonna start off with SmackDown switched to the 3 hours on last Friday. So now SmackDown WWE is now 3 hours long for the foreseeable future until it moves from USA to wherever it's going to go, which I think is going to be Netflix in the future. So they went to 3 hours. They're going to focus more on the tag teams and lesser known used talent, a lot of the mid-carders. But if you saw the presentation, and also it was the first show on Netflix also that they have. Oh, I'm sorry, I lied. I just lied right now. I just lied. See, look at Chef. I'm already lying on the New Year's.
I thought Raw was the first. It's going to be the first.
No. Tonight Raw is going to be the first one on Netflix. But I jumped the gun. I lied. But the presentation was good. If you noticed, I don't know if you watched it, but inside the ring now, they are matching the color scheme with SmackDown, which we know is blue. So now the inside of the ring, the canvas is blue, dude, and it looked beautiful. It looked a real good look with the white ropes, the white and the beautiful baby blue or whatever blue they're using now inside the ring. I mean, nothing special happened except for Miss Tiffany Strand finally cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase, turned on Nia Jax after her match, defeated her with the best moonsault or the prettiest moonsault ever, and now she's the new women's champion there. They already have Chelsea Green as being the United States champion for females. So what I was saying before is that now they actually are going to go out and put more emphasis on the tag team division and the lesser known competitors that have been kind of in the background that you haven't seen in a while, like Blair Davenport, your Unholy Union, which is the Australian chicks, I think, from Australia, or are they British? They're Australian?
No, I thought they were who?
Your girl, Renee.
No, those girls are Scottish.
Okay. So
It's got
more of those females are gonna get more shine now, since now they're moving to a 3-hour show. So that's amazing that they're doing something like that. So now you have that mid card, women's U.S. title that Chelsea Green won. Now they were supposed to do the same thing with the IC title for women's. That was supposed to be already done, but they pushed that forward now, with the finals being Laura Valkyrie against the little girl from Damage Control, the Kai.
Oh my God,
Dakota. Is it Dekai?
Dakota Kai. No, Dakota
Kai. Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, Dakota Kai. So that's the finals. It was supposed to happen last week, and then they're going to do it this Monday. But segue to tonight. Tonight is the grand opening or grand show of Netflix, where now Raw will be in Netflix now. So that's the big tonight. So they moved that match to next week now, because tonight is supposed to be the packed show. So you're going to see a lot of people that you haven't seen in a long time. Maybe John Cena, because now it's retirement tour. So he might be there tonight. For sure, The Rock will definitely make it a showing tonight, because tonight is the match for the Ufa Lafa, or I'm sorry, the Lafa Ua.
Yeah, the tribal chief thing.
The tribal chief between the Roman Reigns and Solo Sakai. So that's the match tonight. That's going to be the main match for that and the ownership of the Bloodline. So 100% certain that The Rock will be there for that. So
listen,
we know that
it's
already.
Smart business because it's smart business. The Rock has to make an appearance. John Cena, because when people see that those guys are in, like, say you don't watch it, right? Say you go, I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
When you hear that The Rock is there and you hear Cena's there, I guarantee next week they are, right? Like, it's what happens. You pull your big guns out, you bring your ratings up, and you show Netflix. Even though, we don't have to because WWE is the mecca, but you're gonna see crazy numbers. I'm telling you right now.
And it should be interesting when that numbers come out tomorrow or Wednesday, and they say this is how people joined in, or the traffic. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 10 15 million viewers just to see what the big deal is about Raw on Netflix. And it's gonna be a different presentation, because this is Netflix. If you have that good package, it's going to be on 4K, HDR10. So that's going to look good on TV. If you have that TV setup, it's going to be amazing tonight. And also, your boy, Penta Cero Miedo, or whatever you want to call him, is supposed to make his grand entrance and tag with Rey Mysterio, going up against the New Day, because Rey Mysterio had mentioned he was bringing somebody with him for the tag team match. So we already know that that's going to be Cero Miedo. The Vignettes have been coming up with the Zero and stuff like that. So we already know that that's tonight. So if you got Netflix like I do, I don't know if you do, but I'll be there watching the show tonight, and we'll see what happens, But any points that you want to do, Ray, Chef, about Netflix moving on to Netflix tonight?
I mean, I'm excited. I don't watch a lot of wrestling no more.
Well, the question is, will you be watching tonight?
Oh, for sure. I'm definitely watching tonight. I'm definitely gonna listen. I'm all in tonight. I want to see what it's gonna be. This is, like we've said before, inaugural things. You have to watch, right? Like, because it's something we're wrestling fans. We enjoy wrestling. Why would you not watch this? This is the first time ever you're getting an opportunity to see it on the ground floor and how it's built up. And Netflix is a huge partnership with them. So I'm excited. Now, the thing I wanted to say, for many people who are Pentagon Junior fans, so we've seen him from Lucha Underground to Impact Wrestling to AEW to now WWE, the biggest stage of them all. You see his career. Now, granted, if you watch AAA or all those CMLLs, and if you watch it from there, cool. I have not. I came in on the ground floor. Pretty much Impact then went backwards with Lucha Underground. But to have this kind of guy who, I don't care what characters are on WWE, there isn't a talent like Pentagon Jr. in WWE. This is a one of one. He's one of those special wrestlers. They have him in there. Now, I love video games. I can't wait to see him on a WWE roster where you don't have to create him as a player and they have his name and everything. Listen, there's a lot of dope shit. LVN pushing that back to being on the first episode of Netflix. Why do you think that is, right? Like, we're going to put all of our chips in and we're going to let you know we got the biggest and baddest product in the world. So I am super hyped up for it.
Yeah, and we got to see if they're going to allow him to do the whole moveset that he's always had. His career. Are they gonna slow him down, or are they just gonna say go ahead, but please don't kill anybody? Especially going up against the New Day. We already know Penta Cero Miedo does a lot of high risk maneuvers and a lot of tumbling and bumbling. And you saw the video that I sent you from AAA where he was saying goodbye to AAA, especially the president. The wife of the late president there at AAA. So where he told her, this is not goodbye. This is just a little break that I'm taking to go up there. But wherever you need me, you call me, I'm coming back. So we'll see how long he stays there. Whenever Phoenix gets, released from AEW and they're able to tag there with the Lucha Brothers there in WWE, that's going to be crazy if and when that happens. So with that said, we're going to segue to AEW. AEW has got their first two shows out of the way. They did the Dynamite, the Collision on Saturday, and I want to say they were the first wrestling company to have a simulcast because it was on TNT TBS and also on HBO Max or Max, whatever it's called now. And I'll tell you something, man. The presentation when you see it on Max, where it's just like Netflix with that HD R10 and that 4K, bro, it looked amazing. Now the wrestling and some of the storylines are just way out there for my taste.
Yep.
But the presentation, when you look at it as something like that, I still haven't seen numbers. Because I haven't seen anything about how the numbers were on HBO Max with the subscribers and stuff like that. But it's once again something that Tony Khan can take into consideration and say, I beat WWE to the punch. We were the first wrestling on a major streaming service. We will not get the same viewership, but we beat them again on something like this. So my question to you is then, Chef, WWE on Netflix, AEW on Max. Do you think this might be 2025? Do you think this might be the last year or maybe next year where we start seeing wrestling go into streaming services away from the cable that we've all been watching all our lives? Do you think this might be the year where wrestling dies on regular TV?
It should. It should. Like, listen, we're in a streaming world now. I mean, first of all, cable's way too expensive, right? Like, you got to have mad packages. So, I mean, get off of these. I don't have cable. I haven't had cable for a while. I got the Netflix and the HBO Max and Peacock and Prime and Hulu. I got all them things. I don't need to get cable, right? Like, and for all those, I pay less than I would for a cable bill. So yeah, jump off of that. I mean, I like HBO Max. Netflix is definitely a bigger platform. Let's just be honest, right? Like, but they're both flooded. They both got mad shit. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have all that traffic because on Netflix you got the Stranger Things and all those Cobra Kai's and you got all those big shows everybody loves. You got the Penguin on.
Hold up. Not that everybody loves, because I still have not seen Cobra Kai and I still have not seen Stranger Things.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, sir.
Why?
I don't know. It just never caught my attention.
Bro, Stranger Things is lit. And Cobra Kai is the shit.
Still have not caught my attention.
Oh, my God. Yo, you're a hater, bro. Did you watch The Penguin?
Yes, that I loved.
That's my shit.
And it pissed me off on the last episode when he killed the kid. I was mad about that. I was mad about that, bro. That shit broke my heart. I was like, wow, no way. But it makes sense as to why he is the Penguin. And it makes sense as to why he did it. You know, they take your family, they put you weak, and that's when you drop a ball when you care for other people in that type of line of business.
Yes, sir.
You know, when his mom went die or not die or went comatose or whatever she is now, you know, they took the last piece of heart that he had, and he knew that if they took the kid, you know, I'm sorry, I forgot the kid's name.
Victor Zaz?
Victor. If they take Victor and they use it against him, that's gonna hurt him too. So he took him out himself. He said, well, you know, before they get you, I'll do it myself. You are the last piece of my heart. And dude, I was mad, bro. I was mad, sad. I was like, dang.
Allegedly, he's dead.
Yeah. Well, he killed him, man. He broke his neck.
You do know that's supposed to be Victor Zaz, right?
Who?
Victor Zaz. That's who that kid's supposed to come up to be.
Oh, really? Well, something happened then because he killed them there.
If he's dead.
Oh, well, he is dead. Unless they take him, unless they take him back to what's the guy's name? Agul's
Raza Agul.
Yeah, the water that brings the people back from the dead. That'll be the only way he comes back. But
well, listen, hold on. We turned the wrestling podcast into a DT podcast.
Yeah, sorry about that. So, Chef, you were saying about we asked you the question about if you think wrestling will last outside of, you know, inside of or outside of the streaming and still in the cable world.
I don't think anybody cares about cable anymore. To be honest, I think that the streaming is the way to go. Cable numbers have been shit for, let's just say, AEW and WWE. Their numbers have been down, but even though WWE is still, you know, way above everybody,
yes,
the numbers are going to be better on HBO Max and everything else. Like, it's a better product. You know what I mean? So, fuck it. Get off of the stupid cable.
But what about companies that we like? Well, not a little bit of TNA, and what about MLW, N.W.A, who still cannot find a, you know, subscriber or whatever? What about those type of companies?
All right. Hear me out. So TNA has been doing.
Because I want to hear you out.
No, I'm just saying TNA has been doing this thing, right? It's been getting better. It's got the partnership with WWE and all that. You're telling me that TNA saying, "Look, we work with WWE. I can't get on Hulu." Right? Like, you can't get on Amazon Prime. You can't get on Peacock. You can't get on Paramount. There's so many streaming services that one of these companies will say, look, fuck it. I'll take wrestling onto my thing. Right? But a lot of these companies, N.W.A shot itself in the foot with the whole Coke thing and everything. That was just stupid, moronic shit. But that's Billy Corgan. That doesn't surprise me. But
that's your boy.
But yeah, but Impact is like all right, so you have WWE, they're the king, right? And then you say, all right, and this is no reference to whatever. So you go, they're the king, AEW is the queen. It's right underneath the WWE.
Yep.
The next thing is not even close, which is Impact. But Impact is so much further ahead of everyone else, like the ROH, the NWAs, the MLWs, whatever company that I forgot, throw GCW, everyone else. They're so ahead of all of them that you go, look, we're fucking productive. They're doing weekly shows, right?
Yep. Well,
so they got weekly shows
because they tape 2 weeks ahead.
Well, no, I'm saying, but they have they go to 2 cities in a month, right?
Yes, yep.
Okay. It's not like before where they tape for fucking one long week for 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Right? So Impact is hitting multiple cities a month. Even if it's just 2, you're getting it and they're moving around. They're doing their thing. They got a great product. They've signed a lot of talent, right? They've kept their own homegrown talent. They built guys up and the girls. They have a great product. Any company will go, I see the stability. I get what they're doing, right? It's the proof is in the pudding. It's not like before. And I love Dixie. Salute to Madam Dixie. She's one of my favorite people I've ever met in the industry. She's a sweetheart, bro. Had the pleasure to talk with her a million times. Absolutely love Dixie. But to keep it 100, there was always a stigma of, are the doors going to close, right? That's the old Impact shit that we were all dealing with as Impact fans. That hasn't been a stigma forever. You don't hear I'm paid late, I'm underpaid, I'm this, I'm that. You don't hear that no more. Why? Because they ripped their ship. They're on the right sailing. They're on a wave, right? And they're on a good wave. Yo, stop being lazy. Go out to Hulu. Go out to Paramount. Go out to Peacock. You know, just go for it. Go all in. These companies can't be scared. MLW. I mean, you know, I'm not even going to start with MLW, but I think Impact should get a streaming service too and get off of that. What's that infomercial channel?
YouTube?
No. Impact is on the TV Guide channel. Remember they bought it?
Yeah. Access TV.
Access TV.
Well, that's the rock and roll channel.
Oh, I don't know.
That's Access TV is the one that they always play the music, they play the concerts and stuff like that. That's Access TV.
Okay, well, get off of that bullshit too.
All right, so we're gonna segue to that. New Japan Wrestling had a two-day event, what we know as Wrestle Kingdom / Wrestle Dynasty, because they were taking folks from every company was being involved in this 2-day or 2-night extravaganza on the 5th and the 6th of January, or 4th and 5th, but they're always a day ahead of us, so they already had done their stuff is done. And one of those most notable ones was on night one where your girl Mercedes Moné beat
Yo, she's so whack, bro. She's so whack.
She defeated Mina and became the new Rev Pro British Women's Champion. So now she's 4 belts Mercedes Moné now. So that's your girl doing her thing. That was the most notable one on night one. The main event was Zack Sabre Jr. And if he won, he was gonna face Ricochet on day 2 if he kept his belt, which he did. So on night 2 was the better night. They had our girl Persephone from CMLL go up against Athena from Ring of Honor, Momo Watanabe from Stardom, and Willow Nightingale from AEW. And the finish saw Momo knock the shit out of Athena with a wiffle bat, like those wiffle bats that we used to play baseball out in the backyard. With a wiffle bat at that, knocked out with a wiffle bat. So you should tell.
Well, hold on. Now let's go back to the youth real quick. Now, back in my days when we had the wiffle bat, we cut off the top.
Yes.
Put the newspaper inside.
Yes.
Taped it up. You think they might have done that?
I don't know, but it sounded weird when she hit it. And I'm like, I don't know about that.
Sounds kind of hollow.
Yeah. So, and she won. So she defeated Athena. So now she is the females champion there for the little baby tournament they had. But at the same time, it set up the match against Tekla coming up. And Tekla is the one who took over when Giulia left, when they had the group Mando. So now it should be interesting because now they're going to wrestle for the Ring of Honor title coming up, I want to say next week somewhere, either in Japan or United States. I don't know where it's going to happen, but that came out of that. Your favorite tag team, the Son of Texas, which is your boy, the lizard boy that's always sticking out his tongue, the Kieran kid, Sammy Guevara.
Why is that my boy?
That's your boy. And Dustin Rose, ROH tag team, went up against the House of Torture and they won. So they defeated them, and they kept the Ring of Honor titles. The only other good thing that happened there, pretty much anything that was AEW against Japanese wrestlers, AEW lost, except for one match. Huh?
Which is fine.
Which what?
Which is good.
Is fine. Yeah. Except for one match, which is the tag team championship, the World Tag Team Champions for New Japan, where your boys, the Young Bucks, won. And that's the first time they've been there since, I want to say now 6 years, when they left and they started AEW, and they spurned New Japan Wrestling, and New Japan swore up and down that they will never wrestle there again. And 6 years later, the Bucks of Youth go there and win the tag team titles. So yeah, so never, like the old saying, never say never.
So fuck the Young Bucks, because the Young Bucks is straight trash. Mercedes Morneau never was a fan, didn't like her as Sasha Banks. I mean, she's good on the mic. That's about it. In ring, she's average. Like there's nothing special about her. Nothing, bro.
The match of the night was the return of Kenny Omega against Gabe Kidd, which is the leader of the Bullet Club War Dogs. So, and I'll tell you something, bro. If they drop this match for free coming up on Access TV or on YouTube, I urge everybody to watch this match. This match here,
bang.
Kenny Omega did not seem that he's been out for months, injured or recovering from anything. He picked up where he left off. Gabe Kidd tremendously got put on by Kenny Omega. He showed that he is the future of New Japan Wrestling. Gabe Kidd did. Also, Gabe Kidd came out, where they do those fancy entrances with the clothes and shit.
Yeah.
Who came out? New Japan Wrestling gear, head to toe, took it off, had the New Japan shorts on, just to show everybody, this is who I am, this is where I am, this is where I'm from. Supposedly my contract is coming up or whatever is going on. This is where I'm going to be for the foreseeable future for a long time.
You know what though?
He showed that he's New Japan hard.
He put the pressure on New Japan.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yes. Big time.
Like, this is my house, right? Like, this is what I do, and you pay me. This is where I want to be. This is who I am. So all the balls in New Japan's court. If this guy doesn't show up in New Japan and sign somewhere else, it's not because of him.
Well, all I know is after this match ended, both guys were exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
They show a close up of Hiroshi Tanahashi, which is the ace of New Japan. We don't know who that guy. That guy is the John Cena, Hulk Hogan of New Japan Wrestling.
Yeah,
this
he's
guy drops a sweat. He could do this on a towel, drop it on the floor, and there's 150 females, and then an extra 200 guys fighting for that towel. That's because they want to get that DNA and clone that guy there, because that dude is like everything for the last 15 years for New Japan Wrestling.
He's their Julius Caesar.
He was crying at the announcer's table because the match moved them. That's how great this match out, and that's how great Gabe Kidd show out to the fans and to everybody else. And the main event saw Zack Sabre Jr. defeat Ricochet for the IWGP World Heavyweight title. The thing that bothers me that is this show here, when you saw the crowd, it wasn't as packed as usually is for a show like that. So it kind of bothers me that AEW messed this company up. They need to get away from AEW. They need to get away from AEW and go back to what made them the most company that you want to work for, and stay away from AEW and everybody else, and just do your own thing for a while without AEW interference because you had the Young Bucks win the tag team titles again. 6 years difference apart.
Yeah.
But you now one New Japan wrestler won a belt there to take back to the States. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take a belt from AEW. That like what bothers me because if you saw the crowd, Jeff, if you saw the crowd, that was not New Japan.
Nah.
There were always like 50,000 people there. There was less than that there this time.
Yeah, usually New Japan. Listen, a regular show for New Japan is sold out, right? Like
the Tokyo Dome at that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking regular. I'm not even talking a Tokyo Dome. New Japan draws on we're pulling up and we're doing a show, right? Wrestle Kingdoms and all those big ones.
Wrestle Kingdom is the WrestleMania of
Japan.
No,
I know. It's always flooded, but this one was not. And I'm telling you now, people probably were like, "Yo, fuck AEW." Listen, you can't like in those Asian countries, respect is a big thing. The company might be okay with that. The fans, nah, you fucking did us dirty. You burned us. Fuck you.
Dude, it was I did not feel it. I did not feel that same, New Japan wrestling that we always see. It wasn't there. It wasn't the same, man. It wasn't as packed. I'm like, wow, man, this is crazy. But to move on, there was other wrestlers wrestling other places from the States. We saw also at the same time your boy. Oh God, I forgot his name now.
I got a lot of boys that ain't my boys.
WWE. God, the Japanese guy in WWE that used to be the
Nakamura.
Yes, Nakamura. He was in Japan. They let him go to wrestle at N.W.A. So he was wrestling on the 5th of January there at N.W.A. in the main event that he won that match in the main event. Shinsuke Nakamura up against the stick of Sasaki he was wrestling against that guy, and he won his match.
Okay.
There. We also saw Amos,
whatever.
He was also wrestling in there in N.W.A. in the tag team tournament, and he won the tag team titles with his partner there in N.W.A. Which is huge because we haven't seen this guy wrestle in close to a year in WWE. I'm surprised he's still signed with WWE after all this time, and he won his first, belt there in a tag team capacity.
But you know what? Like looking at that, and you got to look at the hindsight. Like it's a big thing for both companies that N.W.A. has a WWE guy, and Amos is representing WWE in another country, right? Like, so you go, well, look, it's something positive. The guy's talented, and the wrestling fans are getting somebody that they see on a big show, right? So they're like, oh shit, we got a WWE guy. And if Amos does his thing and does it the right way, I'm pretty sure they'll send another guy or another girl or whatever, and you start seeing it.
Yeah, is it Amos or Osmo? I always forget how to pronounce his name.
I don't know, bro. I fuck everybody's name up.
Yeah, so Almost. And then coming up this Saturday night, MLW is going to be holding their show, which is what's it called this week? What's the show going to be called?
I don't know. Hold on, I'll check this shit right now.
Yes, I'm looking right now too because I went blank on the name, and I apologize to our fans because we're all over. Because I could have swore I had.
Are we going live for that?
Huh?
Are we going live?
I'm pretty sure because it's a Saturday. I don't see why not.
This is Kings of Coliseum? No.
Is it? Yeah, Kings of Coliseum. Yes, that's Kings of Coliseum. Yes. Yeah, so Kings of Coliseum will be this Saturday night, January 11th, down from North Richland Hills, Texas. And that's going to be our show that will be going live from MLW.
First live of 2025.
2025. One of the matches that they're going to have is the Gravity Scramble match or Gravity
The only
Camp
match I'm super hyped for.
which is going to be Match Crew Kruger, Akira, BRG, Matthew Justice, and it was supposed to be Trevor Lee. But for some reason, Trevor Lee has been replaced and with Kevin Knight. So now Kevin Knight will be the one that's going to be taking his spot. They didn't mention as to why or what happened with Trevor Lee, but we all know what happens with guys who come in for a cup of coffee. And
I mean, listen, the one dope thing about this match is you got Mads Kruger, who's representing Contra Unit.
Yep.
You got BRG, who we are super fans of. We're fans of Mads Kruger as well. But BRG is the truth. He's representing the Road Horsemen. Then you got Kevin Knight, the Road Horsemen. You got Kevin Knight, the newest member of Bomaye Fight Club. Yeah. Akira, who's been he's got some hit and misses with wins and losses, right? But he's had some really good matches. Let's just keep it 1,000. And then you got his counterpart of Extreme Wrestling, Matthew Justice.
Yeah.
Now, Matthew Justice is going in as the champ, right?
Well, he has open weight?
Middle.
He's the open weight type champion.
No, middle. Open weight is the like under the heavy.
Okay, so he's the
middleweight is like the cruiser.
Yeah, and then this match is for the number one contendership for the MLW title. So
yeah, but I mean, here we go. All right, let's actually dive into this match because this is the one I'm excited about, right?
Well, hold on. Before you do that, let's run the card down. I want to run the card down real quick.
Okay.
So we're gonna have the MLW Championship, which is gonna be Satoshi Kojima, which is the champion, against Matt Riddle, who won the Battle Royal. We got Kenta from the Bullet Club go up against Donovan Dijak. You have title versus hair. Janai Kai, which is the champion and held the title for like 18 months, going 19 months, going up against Delmi Exo. If Delmi Exo loses, she loses her extensions of her hair because we know she's not going to get shaved. You got the match that I'm scared of because I'm pretty sure hopefully no one has a heart attack. Because it's going to be Atlantis, the father, and Atlantis Jr., because we know Atlantis is over 60, going up against Blue Panther, who's over 60, and one of his sons, Dark Panther. So I'm pretty sure the young kid will be taking care of this match. But like I said, I'm praying no one has a cardiac arrest or nothing like that. And then the last match, which is the one we talked about, is the Gravity Gamble match. Which I'm surprised there's only 5 matches on the card for this specific show, which I'm fine with that. Because if it's going to be 2 hours, 10 minutes. It's
going to be long matches.
Huh? Yeah. Which I hope the Gravity Gamble match gets a good time in there. And hopefully that's the semi-main event and not the first match, because then I'm going to be upset if the Gamble match.
I think that it's all right. As unfair as this goes, we'll dive into this one. As unfair as this is, I think you have to put Kenta versus Dijak as your opener, right? Because you need something heavy to just come off and wow the fans and get them motivated, right? Because that's wrestling.
I was going to say the tag team match.
You think these
high flyers, and you get the crowd going. I think.
Okay, I can see that.
Maybe
I can see that. And then you go. I'd still go. Oh man, I want to say Kenta versus Dijak because I want to give the women their due.
Yes. So I go. It's not the opener. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'd give you. All right, let's go with Atlantis. I agree with you. We'll go Atlantis and Atlantis Jr. versus the Panther family. At that point, I would go Kenta Dijak. Then I would do the Gravity Gamble match. Bring everybody right back up, get everybody super hyped up, give the women, because not for nothing, as we are, I'm not saying tired, but Janai Kai's had the belt way too long, and they haven't done a great job. Yeah. They haven't done a great job of building it up. She's had great matches, no question, but I think it's Delmi Exo's time. and then you have the main event, which nobody really fucking cares. But I'm gonna say Matt Riddle wins, Dijak wins, Delmy wins, Atlantis Jr. wins, and I'm going to pick BRG. Now I want you to go with your picks, and then I want to jump into the gamble and have a conversation with you. So who you got winning, then we'll talk that gamble.
Yeah, my pick has to be Crew. He has to win this match.
You know what? Then we're going to start it here. We're going to start the conversation here. Why? Why does he have to win? Because the last time he should have won, he did not.
Exactly. Kevin, okay, and I'm going to go through individually.
Okay.
Kevin Knight, he's there for a cup of coffee, so he's not going to win. Bomaye has their own little issue with the Rogue Horseman. So BRG and Kevin Knight are already out of the contention.
Okay.
Matthew Justice is already the middleweight champion. You can't have him, win another thing too soon for that. You got Akira and Crew. Akira, I can see. I could definitely see Akira winning, but do I want him to win or no? And I'm saying no, but 50-50 it will be Akira. 50-50 it'll be Crew, because Crew needs to win. Right now, the whole contract unit has no titles. They don't need titles. They do not need titles. But if you get him the win to go for that title, you make contract unit that much more dangerous, because now they have something to be feared about. We're coming for the title. We're going to destroy anybody who stands in our way. We're going for this. He wins, he goes, because we know Riddle's going to win that title in January.
Yeah.
We know that. If the man loses that title, if he loses that match against Kojima, then we all know that Riddle is going to go back to WWE eventually. Or AEW, and we'll see it going like, what the hell is Court Bauer doing? If this guy doesn't win this title. So I'm pretty sure they're building this up for either Crew or Akira to be the future of MLW coming up in April, whenever whoever wins this match gets that title shot, will be there. So that's my picks and that's my reasonings for that.
Okay. So I agree with Kevin Knight. I'm not going to say he's here for a cup of coffee. I have no idea. The reason why I say that is because his contract with New Japan Wrestling just expired, and WWE is looking at him very hard. Oh, okay. WWE is looking at you.
Yeah, from what the whirlwind things are going on, that's what they're saying. Also, I just noticed Okamura is supposed to have a match in a singles match. They don't know against who, and Echiseto also has the match, but they don't say against who for the main show.
That's like the taping.
They're saying for the main show. So
okay. All right. So Kevin Knight, too new. We don't know if he's staying around. He might be a cup of coffee guy, right? But that would also piss me off if he's a cup of coffee guy, because everybody that comes into Bomaye never see him again, right? Yeah. So you got to stop with it. You need to, if you're going to make Bomaye something, you got to give him something. And not for nothing, we all know that Alex Kane is a hell of a talent. But so yeah, I don't see Kevin Knight getting it. I do not see Matthew Justice winning it. Like you said, he's already a champion, and he ain't earned those stripes to be a double champion or even be put in that position yet. So no for that. And then you have Akira, Kruger, and BRG. Yeah. Now, I agree with you. BRG has the feud with Bomaye Fight Club. But I don't think BRG is primed for it. BRG, to me, right now, he's primed.
But do you see him as the champion of MLW, though?
Hell yeah.
Really?
Hell yeah.
I don't.
Bro,
I don't.
Look at his backing, right? You have the Rogue Horsemen, who they feel like you've been watching them for years, right? it doesn't feel like they just threw them together and we're just watching it. They move as a unit, and I'm not saying they feel like the legendary, arguably greatest group of all time, the Four Horsemen. I'm not saying that. Relax. Those guys could never be duplicated. I mean, you have 4 of wrestling royalty on that group, but you feel that energy that the Road Horsemen kind of has a similar flavor of that kind of, we're here and you're going to fucking love us or hate us. And if you hate us, you're really going to hate us. And if you love us, you're really going to love us. I see BRG. I'm picking BRG to win because I think BRG's upside is way better than anyone else's. Akira wouldn't bother me, right? He would not bother me because, listen, Akira, anything they've asked him to do, he's done. He's had a great match with Kenta. He's had some, burners. And then you have the deathmatch shit that I'm not a fan of, but he does his thing. And he looks like fucking George Michaels right now. So salute to him for fucking
the hair
like George Michaels.
Yeah, the hair is killing me right now.
He's got that joint going on.
Talking about hair. You know who looks weird with hair? Brian Cage.
Oh, I didn't even know he had hair.
Oh, dude, he has like this beautiful full blonde hair with the beard. You see him? He does not look like the Brian Cage that we always saw in TNA or anywhere else. This guy looks like a total different wrestler. You'll do a triple take because you go like, who is that dude? And then you say, oh shit, that's Brian Cage. And then he looks bigger. Like this dude look, I couldn't even imagine you getting bigger. Dude looks bigger than he did before. And with the hair, and, I mean, this guy has full blown velvet. I need oil of Olay hair. On my hair, shit shampoo without Sensu number 5 on my hair because that shit looks good. And you see this guy, I gotta send you a picture because you won't even believe this thing. But yeah,
Now, okay, now like I said, I don't mind Akira winning, but Kruger, and I agree with you. And then the thing is with Kruger, we also just not we. I'm not a country unit, but country unit just recruited the big guy.
Yeah,
right?
Baba Thunder.
Yeah, so Baba Yaga.
Yeah,
so
something like that.
You, not for nothing, there's not a group in MLW that can stop country unit, right? Like on paper, if you look at them, Ikuro Kwon is big. Diesel, he's doing his thing. You got the Murder Grandpa sitting there, Suzuki, he's super legit. You got Janai Kai, who be fucking knocking people's heads off. You got Baba Yaga. You got Mads Kruger. So you're like, yo, you got to give him something. But I hated watching him lose when the time was right. He should have won, and he did not. And it always feels like they're so afraid to pull the trigger on Kruger that I think that whatever's going on in Court's head, he won't ever pull that trigger.
Yeah. And then they have 6 matches for the tapings. That'll probably be happen before and after.
Yeah.
They have Tom Lawler against Suzuki. They're gonna have Mystico. Huh?
Tom Lawler against who?
Suzuki.
Oh, okay.
Grandpa. Yeah, against Grandpa. They got Mystico against Barbaro Calvenario, which is the guy who took his mask off.
Okay.
Yeah. And that match should have been on the show and now on taping, and that's going to be 2 out of 3 falls for the MLW middleweight title. Then you got your boy Stingray and Paul London going up against the Andersons in a Texas tornado match. So that should be good.
Not for nothing. I hope fucking the Andersons just mollywop them. Like, I don't even want to see a match. Like, I just want to see them violate them on some real fast shit.
Yeah, Paul London or your boy Stingray?
No. I want to see the Andersons violate both of them.
Okay. Then they got Virus against Neon. Singles. That's the ones over there. Máscara Dorado versus Alberno. And then they got Bobby Fish against Ariel Dominguez.
That should be a squash.
Now, I thought, and I could have swore I saw Stephanie, whatever her name is, on the flyer for the tapings. I don't see her name anywhere on here, so I don't know what happened with that. And also, she's being looked at by WWE also.
That might be it.
Because of the simple reason that even though she's been wrestling for a year or under a year, they're saying her talent upside is beyond the charts. And they said the same thing in her match in her 4-way there in Japan. So she might be, pretty soon jumping the WWE bandwagon there. And I will not be mad for Stephanie. If that happens and she gets, that the Mexican WWE ID. I haven't seen that one yet, but I'm pretty sure if there is, she'll be the first one to get that.
Super talented.
Now, I don't know if you have anything else wrestling related. Oh, one wrestling that's not really wrestling related, but it's still kind of cool. Ric Flair was out having lunch, dinner with.
I seen that. He gave the girl like a $300 tip or something.
His deal was like three something. He gave her like close to a $500 tip.
Yep.
And that was all over the place on social media. And I wanted to bring that up as they always show when he does something stupid, like that one thing about, when he was talking about the bill, but they don't talk about this.
Oh, the drunk guy.
Yeah. So that happened also during the week of wrestling. I do not remember anything else off the top of my head. Yes. United Wrestling Network, which is our boy Marquez, is coming back. They're having their first show and almost close in a year on February 9th for the Improv down in LA or California, wherever it's at. But yeah, so they're making their comeback again. And that's big because that's where our boys, the Bodega, will be reigning because they have already on the flyer Papo, Esco, our homie, oh God, I forgot his name now. Danny Limelight.
Limelight, Papo, Esco, and Slice Boogie.
Queens,
baby, what up?
Yeah, they're already on the flyer. So that's on February. So we are getting that back. So I'm happy about that.
Didn't Danny Limelight just get engaged?
Yes. Oh, congratulations to Danny Limelight on getting engaged. I started joking with him. I said, finally somebody made a man out of you. Honest man out of you. So, yeah. And he just got cast in another show. Another Amazon Prime show that he's going to be doing, I guess. So, so his stock is slowly getting out there when it comes to TV shows and movies and stuff like that. So, Danny Limelight, man, is doing his shit. Now he looks more humble than he did before. So, good luck to Danny, man. Boricua hasta la muerte, like we always say. And if you're Puerto Rican or not Puerto Rican, I urge you to pick up Benito's new album. And if you don't know who Benito is, that's Bad Bunny. New album just dropped on Friday. He dropped a little short film. And I tagged you on that.
Fire.
Old man sitting there talking about he wish he would have taken more photos. And it's basically this guy walking from his house, hibernation, everything is green, beautiful house, walking down, and he's walking down, going to what we call la panaderia, which is the bread spot where you buy your bakeries and bread and shit. But then there's a white family here in the corner. There's a white family over here. There's a house playing all this English music. And when he finally gets to the bakery, it's like this big time restaurant / bakery. He's ordering food, and then they give him all these different type of options of what type of bread do you want? You got vegan, you got this, you got this, you got this. And he goes like, okay, different type of cheeses, different type of hams. They ask him un bizcochito de queso. Everybody knows that little cheese stick, bread cheese with the cheese in it. Then they ask them with or without cheese. It's called pedazo de queso or pan de queso. It's supposed to have cheese. How are you going to have one without no cheese? But if people can figure it out, it's just basically showing how our island is being changed and colonized by the American way, and how people are just forgetting the rules that brought us to this point, and how the next generation, your sons, your kids, and their kids are going to be forgetting that what grew us up, and going to be going into the more English influenced everything you got to pay with your phone, and he's trying to pay cash, but they don't take cash. He can only pay with a phone. I'm like, wow, man. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is our Puerto Rico turning into that. And that's the reality of everything, man. But if you're Puerto Rican, support Benito, man, because this album was made in Puerto Rico. He only used Puerto Rican everything.
Yep.
Producers, music, singers, guitarists, piano was all Puerto Rican. And people are upset because it's all about Puerto Rico, not about all the stuff that he's been singing for the last 10 years. Well,
you know what?
That's not a Bad Bunny album.
Hold on. You know what? I don't give a fuck what people think, right? Like, this artist is this is what he does, right? This is the music he wants to do. Now, if you're okay, like, say you're a fan, right? Like, granted, like, say Nas. I'm a huge fan of Nas, not just because I'm from Queens. Nas is one of the greatest artists of all time.
No, we're Nas fans, so yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When Nas went down that jazz kind of thing,
yes,
that's not for me. Now, I supported it, right? I went and got it because Nas is from where I'm from, so I'm going to support. I don't have to be a fan and hate or shit on it. I'm never going to shit on it.
And that's the record label music that they want him to put out. And then when he reaches that certain amount of, I did what you want me to do, now I'm going to do what I want to do. And Benito has reached that plateau of, I did your stuff, now it's time to do my album that I want to do.
Now, all right, I know this is a wrestling podcast.
I know that. I messed it up too, so.
But my thing is, to me, if I think reggaeton, right, like, I think Don Omar, I think Daddy Yankee, Tego Calderon, El General, right? Like, you think those guys, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to say who's on the Mount Rushmore, but Bad Bunny is sitting in that caliber with all those guys. So enjoy the music. And if you want to be one of those people that say, oh, I'm a fan, but I don't want to hear this guy's story, how the fuck you going to hate on his story? He's telling you his life story. He's giving you his culture and how he came up, not what's going to sell records. I'm giving you me. If you're a fan, support that, because this is his product. This is what he's telling you. Yo, this is my story. Understand my pain, understand my struggle, understand my smile, understand my happiness, and how I got to where I am right now for you. He's doing this for you. Man, fuck these. You know what, man? I hate stupid people.
One more thing before we leave, or before we go back to wrestling. Last night or the day before, we do like a little singing with the family in the living room. And they're playing the instruments and singing songs or whatever. And dude, they turned their camera, one of the family turned their camera to the window. They got thousands of fans outside the house. Looking to peek into the guy's window while he's there singing with his family and having, just a little jam session with the guitars or whatever. And it looks like it's a concert, and then you go to yourself, like, this dude is in the middle of his hood, just chilling with all the fans, like no bodyguards or shit. People are just thousands of people, like his whole neighborhood or more, outside the window with the cameras taking pictures. And this dude's out there like, this is where I'm from. This is where I feel comfortable. I don't need bodyguards here. This is where I'm from. I mean, if somebody kills him in Puerto Rico, walking around, that would be some shit. Now, here in the States, it's a different story.
Yeah.
But you should feel safe in your own neighborhood because you grew up there. And look, I'm not Bad Bunny here. I'm Benito. That's who I am. I'm Benito. I speak Spanish, broken Spanish. Oh, no, sorry. I speak broken English and I speak Spanish. We could talk. I'll throw my English, but I'll throw the Spanglish in there. So this guy has stayed true to his neighborhood. I don't see Daddy Yankee or nobody else like that, like these big stars out here doing stuff like that from their houses because they live in mansions, gated communities and shit.
With police security, 24/7.
Out here, like, I'm in my home. Everybody know everybody here. They know who I am. They know my family.
You know what? Hold on. Let me give respect to Mr. Robert De Niro, right?
Yes. Oh.
So I think it was 96 or 95. They were filming A Bronx Tale.
Yes.
So
Classic.
and the homies were on 30th Avenue, right outside St. Joe's, where the bakery where they lock the bikers in and they fuck them up.
Is that a real place?
Huh?
Is that a real place?
Yeah. That's right across the street. It's not in the Bronx, it's in Queens.
But I'm saying, is there a real bakery and shit like that there?
It used to be. Now it's I think it's like a little karate school for kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but so you had that right there on the corner. You had St. Joe's across the street, the church, and they're filming there. They also the high school that I pretty much got kicked out of there for fighting. When you see him and the girl, that's Brighton High School right there by Woodside Projects. But we're chilling watching that scene. So Robert De Niro comes out, they finish filming, and we're like, yo, Robert De Niro, how he gonna come across the street? They're like, yo, you can't go over there, there's a bunch of people. He was like, these are my people. And I'm like, oh shit, like there's a squad of us. He comes over there, he's chilling little kids around. He's like, do me a favor. He tells my man, go get Mr. Softy. My man dips 2 blocks. Tells Mr. Softy, you got to come back this way because Robert De Niro saying you got to come this way. Now, Mr. Softy's not going to tell my guy no, right? So he's like, man, my guy gets on Mr. Softy. He's like, go back. He drives back with Mr. Softy. He buys Mr. Softy for all the kids. The whole truck is now paid for. All these little kids are coming up. He's talking with us. He's chilling with us. Robert De Niro plays stickball with us. Like, mad fucking cool. Just chilling out in the open. A lot of other people weren't doing that. All the, tough guy bikers, they were laughing, having a good time. So when you got people who do shit like that, like Bad Bunny does, give these people more of their credit, man.
Yes. Now, back to wrestling. Anything else you want to say wrestling related, Chef? The Netflix is tonight Raw. And like we said, Saturday, we're going to be doing live for the MLW Kingston Coliseum from Texas. So we're going to go live there. I think
I got something I got to ask you because I don't know if it happened yet or who won. Right. EC3 versus Bram. Did that happen?
Oh shit, that was from back in October.
No. I seen a highlight video that's saying that this fight's gonna happen now.
No, yeah, back in October.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's a new one, but the one from Shaman?
I don't know. I seen Bram put it on his Facebook.
There was a rematch, and then Bram got jumped by 5 masked guys. And that was the Shaman show from October. That they broke it down to 5 weeks on YouTube. I'm saying they broke it down 5 weeks on X.
All right.
So, unless it's something new.
I don't know. Because I don't be on Facebook like that. But I hope that N.W.A gets their ish together so we could talk.
I know they're supposed to have one now called N.W.A Shockwave, like a pay-per-view. Okay. But since they don't have anything to show it, and I don't know why they don't do pay-per-views like they used to on Thriller, it's going to be done and then broken up again, maybe into 4 episodes on X, where you get to see it. But that'll probably come out maybe mid-February, beginning of March. That's their schedule that they have now. Unless they find something quick, TV-wise, or a new, streaming service, like you said, and jump on something. But yeah.
Jesus, so N.W.A kind of fell off.
Yeah, after that thing that happened, yeah. One little mistake just destroyed their rise again. Because the first time was COVID, and then the second time was that little stunt there 2 years ago.
And they were hot. Like
both times, yeah. They were getting, the second time was getting there, and boop, that little stunt killed them, and now Bram is the champion. Some people are not happy that Bram's the champion because they don't see him as a champion, blah, blah, blah. But I guess it was his time.
Yeah, but you know what, though? He's been loyal to the company, right? Yeah. Like, he's done his thing.
Yeah.
So, you know what? And last thing I'll say on this, because we've been talking for a while. So, I know the guy Brand, Thomas Latimer, one of the coolest people I know outside, in and outside the ring, mad cool. I can't tell you how loyal of a brother this guy is. He loved Impact Wrestling, TNA, whatever you want to call it, super loyal, was cool with all the guys in the back. I mean, just man loyal. Things don't work out, he goes to N.W.A, right? Now, he bounces with ICW, he does this thing, in Europe, back home, and all that good shit. But, like, he's in N.W.A for a few years. We sat there and said, all right, he came in. I think he was like a tag belt real quick. He went from tag to, he won TV, I think it was.
Yeah, that's the TV title, yep.
He then won the TV title, and you go, okay, now, if you got no problem with whack-ass fucking Trevor Murdoch as champ, how you got a problem with Thomas Latimer?
Or Tyrus.
Or Tyrus. Now you have a Triple Crown guy. Because now Bram is a Triple Crown guy. Not because I'm a fan, I'm just saying, understand the resume he's put in, look at his matches, and look at the time he's invested, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of places that could have called him and said, hey, look, you want to come in for a tryout, or, Impact, or MLW, Ring of Honor, who knows? But the guy's super fucking talented, and he puts all of his time and effort. He works out. You never see him fat, right? Like, he puts all the time and work in. Salute to him. I wish he was in MLW. My brother, I think we talked everything.
Yep. So anything else? No?
I think we good money.
All right. Well, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the Urban Wrestling Network. As always, we're also on the streaming services, Urban Wrestling Network, iHeart, Spotify, all that good stuff. Chef, take us home, please.
So listen, like, subscribe, share, all that good shit like my brother said, man. Y'all can't find nothing like we do it. We keep it 1,000. We always do what we do. We're organic. There's nothing that's fucking – there's no script to this. We just go in as is. Like I said, man, we talk our shit. You get music. You get TV shows. We go all over the place. We have a good time.
And you know me, if you throw something there and my head puts something else up, I will do that segue real quick, and we'll take a left or a right with nothing having to do with wrestling, but it just popped up in my head and it made sense at that time.
But listen, this is what you're supposed to get from podcasts. You're supposed to get fun shit to hear, right? Like, if you're doing your dishes, if you're on the train, if you're whatever, throw us in your ears, because we're on the Apple, everything. We're on Spotify. We're on whatever you can find this shit, not just YouTube. I keep forgetting to say, if you're listening to us, go to our YouTube, Urban Wrestling Network, like, subscribe, share, all that good shit. We out of here. Deuces. Happy New Year.
Deuces.